All right, let's get right into it. Today, we are taking a deep dive into the source material for a genuinely fascinating framework. It's called The Architect of a Purposeful Life. If you've ever felt like you're just kind of going through the motions, or if you're actively trying to figure out where your ultimate mission should actually be, this text provides a highly structured, no-nonsense way to get there. Let's jump in.
We're starting with a massive question right out of the gate. Am I living the life I dream of? Sounds pretty basic, right? But it demands that we hit pause and confront our current reality. Are your daily actions actually building the life you dream of, or have you drifted way off course? This is our foundational diagnostic question for everything that follows.
Which brings us to Section 1, Uncovering Your True Passion.
To actually find that passion, we've got to strip away all the usual external metrics of success, money, status, all that noise. The material asks us, are you doing something you genuinely love? Are you emotionally connected to it? And here's the ultimate test. Would you keep going even if you were completely unpaid? It's a tough bar to clear for sure, but we're looking for that raw, intrinsic drive where the work itself is the reward.
Now, that flows right into Section 2, the reality of struggle. Look, it's super easy to love the idea of a goal, but doing something that you love versus being willing to actually struggle and suffer for it, those are two completely different things. The source material draws a really sharp line here. If you aren't willing to take the hits and endure the friction, it honestly might not be your true calling. Purpose isn't just about good vibes, it's having the grit to handle the friction that naturally comes with the pursuit. So, how do we actually test that resilience? You've got to ask yourself, does this work make me feel worthy, even when literally nobody is clapping for me? Furthermore, when you fail, because let's be real, you absolutely will fall flat on your face at some point, does this mission make you want to quit? Or does it propel you to get better? A true life's purpose is an unconditional commitment that forces you to evolve. All right, moving on to Section 3, Defining Your Legacy. Here's where we need to zoom out a bit. Does your pursuit positively impact society and other people's lives? Am I relevant? Do I actually matter in this world? These are heavy questions, but your life's blueprint can't just be self-serving. It's not enough to endure struggle for a personal hobby. A truly purposeful direction fundamentally matters and intersects with what the world actually needs.
Let's see what this looks like in practice with Section 4, A Purposeful Life in Action.
To ground all this theory, the text gives us a great concrete example from the author. They found their anchor right here, stating, "Personally, I feel fulfilled and inspirational as long as I live by improving people's physical and mental wellness." That right there? That is the exact moment where all those abstract ideas about passion and legacy lock together into a real, actionable, lifelong mission.
And look at how structured this becomes. They break their mission down into 3 super clear, progressive steps. First, spread the positive impact of exercise. Second, actively share that knowledge to help people lead healthier lifestyles. And third, and this is a big one, work on that passion and actually make money providing the service. It completely proves that going after your life's purpose doesn't mean you have to take a vow of poverty. You can monetize the value you bring to the table.
The result of following this action plan is pretty profound. The author describes creating a daily routine that makes them excited to do more the next day. Because the work is fully aligned with a true passion, it stops feeling like a daily grind. It transforms into this exciting rhythm that inspires you not to waste a single precious minute. You value every passing hour because you're engaged in a mission that constantly challenges you and raises you to the next level.
Which brings us to our final part, Section 5, Designing Your Blueprint.
At the end of the day, wrestling with all these tough questions is really about taking total, uncompromising control. By clearly knowing your purpose, the blueprint's ultimate goals become your reality. You gain the freedom to define your life exactly the way you like it, you achieve a deep sense of fulfillment, and you are actively helping others. And honestly, the best part? In this state, failures, criticism, and negative feedback don't derail you anymore. Instead, they make you hyper-resilient. You literally learn to use friction as fuel to push far beyond your boundaries.
So, as we wrap up this exploration of the text, and you step away to begin sketching out your own blueprint, I want to leave you with one final, profoundly provocative question to chew on. Am I leaving something behind when I leave this world? Keep that front and center to make sure your path isn't just a fleeting passion, but a lasting impact. Thanks for digging into this framework with us.